Hello, and this is a bit of a quick video. This is just to make up for the fact that the um the worst games ever was a bit early, on a Tuesday instead of Thursday, um, because it was going to be on a Thursday, and I had it recorded and ready to go. And on the Tuesday, I decided that I would just make it public anyway, because it would be easier, and that way you guys could have something on Tuesday, because I don't normally upload on Tuesday anyway. So, I guess this is a new series. Is generally this series won't be on. This series will be on a Thursday if I don't have any games to cover on a Thursday, I guess. Because I yeah, because of the situation where I don't have a lot of money for the month, for example. Um, that way, Among Gone was a special case because the game is free. So if a game is free and terrible, then I can cover it that way on a Thursday because it's free. But I have a list, and um, I go through the list, and I just do what I can. Um, you know. Anyway, bit of a ramble there, but yeah, that was a quick update. So onto the video now. 2 minutes in, I'm just tired. This is going to be called Great or Garbage, or something similar to that effect. This is going to be a spoiler review, so keep that in mind. If you don't want spoilers, I suggest you go and watch the movie. It's on Netflix. It's well, I don't want to spoil the review, so go and watch it to give your get your own impressions, and then you can come back and watch this if you want, or not, whatever, your choice. Um, so the movie is called Your Story. It's a Dragon Quest movie. It's I believe it's mostly CGI. Um, so first we'll start with the good stuff, and then we'll get to the problems with the movie, because no movie's perfect. So if, like me, you are a Dragon Quest fan, you will enjoy this movie. That's the first thing I'm going to say. This movie, in my opinion, is a solid movie, a good time, for especially if you're a Dragon Quest fan. If you're not a Dragon Quest fan, you're still going to get, some. I'd argue you still get a decent amount of enjoyment, but you're probably not going to enjoy it as much as someone that, has played some of the games before, like me, or other people. Um, as a movie on its own, it has some flaws, but it's a very sort of enjoyable, watchable time. Um, whether it's a rewatchable movie, I don't think it is, because well, we'll get into it later with the problems. But I think that it's maybe a watch once or twice and then be done with it. It does a lot of things right, but it also has some underlying issues which sort of hold it back from being, say, like a 9 out of 10, for example. Um, I think it's an easy. I'll give the score at the end. Anyway, um, so first things first, the music is great, but then that's kind of cheating because it's mostly just Dragon Quest music. I think there's a few like original versions of or remixes of the Dragon Quest music here and there. Um, so music is obviously good. The writing is solid, although again I'll get to problems later. Um, the characters are great. Everyone has a decent personality. Um, apart from a few people, the designs are you know on point with the games. the animation's really nice in places, not everywhere, but generally the animation's pretty good. Um, there are certain parts of the animation that aren't brilliant, but it's like very rare. Um, and overall, it feels like a love letter to Dragon Quest fans, and I think that a lot of people that if you haven't seen this, you should. Now for the problems. This is where we get into the more spoilery stuff. Um, so there are some like pointless, well, to me anyway, some sort of fillery stuff like when Hero gets turned to a statue. I don't particularly like that too much. It's a bit kind of just out of nowhere. It's a bit silly. Um, the villain is definitely not a strong suit of the movie. He kind of comes off for the most part up until the ending, which we'll talk about. Trust me. Um, kind of comes up a bit generic and simple, but that's kind of fine for what it is anyway. However, here's the thing: the ending is a mixed bag. You're gonna hate it or you're gonna love it. It's a twist ending, and it turns out the villain is actually a bug, and the main character is playing like a sort of isekai version of Dragon Quest, which, yeah, some people are gonna really hate that, and some people are gonna really love that. Personally, I was like, you know what, I'm fine with this. Like, I'm not particularly fond of that twist. I think it's kind of pointless and kind of out of nowhere, and it's a bit like, you had me immersed in the world, and then you just go, haha, it was all fake and bullshit all along, and I'm like, I don't know. So, bit of a Marmitey sort of twist. Some people are gonna hate it, some people are gonna love it. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't hate it, but, I don't really love it either, I'm sort of in the middle, personally. I think that I think the ending sort of holds it back from being a sort of like 9 out of 10 movie, in my opinion. It's still like a good movie, obviously. It's still well worth watching. Um, yeah, there's not really that much else bad about the movie. There's a few like bits and pieces where the writing feels a bit off in places, or the dialogue feels a bit stilted sometimes, but it's rare and it's like nitpicky. Um, Other than that, like the film's pretty good for what it is. I'd easily give it like an 8 out or 7 or 8 out of 10 personally. Um, yeah, so that's it, I guess. A bit of a shorter video than I normally do, but yeah, go and watch Dragon Quest Your Story because I think it's actually good. So that is the verdict. It's not garbage. It's good. Yeah. So yeah, that was the answer to the question. Anyway, I don't know how to end the video. Anyway, bye.